We're both wearing black.
All right, how's that? Is that better? What's up, y'all? How's it going? It's still super bright, super white. What's going on, y'all? On Instagram, we're live. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. Can you scoot over for you, babe?
That would be nice. You could stand. Get your steps
in. Get work it out. All right, how's everybody doing? So today we're going to talk about something that Crystal is a pro on, which is cannabis.
Why would you say that I'm a pro at that?
I'm just joking. Honestly,
I actually said, Robert, you're ringleading this one because I know nothing about it.
Why is this camera so bright?
I don't know. It's the light.
Let me try to fix that one time. Talk to him, baby.
This little guy has had a rough day today. So, wow, Rigel looks like he's glowing on Facebook and YouTube. But it's real bad.
How's that?
Real bad. I would just turn it off.
Turn it off?
Sorry, guys, we were working on it. Oh, there we go.
Is that better?
Yeah. All right. So, Rigel's had a rough go at today. The two of us have had a rough go at today.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about cannabis. CBD, THC, the cannabinoid. Cannabinoid? Cannabinoid.
I have no idea.
You know,
I don't even know what
much when you can't pronounce the word properly. Cannabinoid? Cannabinoid. So we are going to talk about that. I've actually had several podcasts with self-proclaimed experts in the field, and honestly, experts in the field of THC, CBD, cannabis, and all the interworkings. I've heard, we've all heard that the gut is like the second brain. There's an argument that the inner cannabinoid system is like the third brain, because there are a full spectrum of receptors that I guess fire in the context of their cannabinoid system. I'm probably showing my ignorance here. But when it comes to those full spectrum, normally people are talking about THC and CBD. That's typically what is in the media and in the marketplace. CBD oftentimes being used for recovery and sleep. THC being used for sometimes a medical use, oftentimes a recreational use for relaxation, getting high, getting, what do they say? Blazed.
Lit.
What's some other?
I don't
know. Hot
is
cans.
lit? Is lit?
I think it is. Drunk. Or maybe lit.
I don't know.
We clearly don't.
Obviously cool kids, you know.
However, as it pertains to CBD, I've honestly done quite a deep dive into CBD. There's a lot of people that say CBD is their like best thing that ever happened to them. Like their recovery improves, their relaxation improves, their sleep quality improves, the whole gamut of things improve in the context of CBD. CBD pills, CBD tinctures, CBD muscle balms, CBD bath soap, CBD everything.
Yep.
We've had several companies send us CBD products, and maybe it's because I just haven't done it enough, but anytime they send me something, I just haven't really noticed the benefit. I do like some of the CBD muscle balms, but oftentimes I think I like it because there's a lot of menthol in those muscle balms as well, and menthol, is in icy hot stuff too, and that obviously has a benefit from a muscle relaxation standpoint. But I honestly can't tell the difference when I have like a CBD pill for sleep, particularly. Now, when it comes to THC, I don't have any experience with THC. I've never smoked a blunt in my entire life.
Blunt.
That's what they're called, right?
Yeah,
Joints?
I don't think many people do blunts.
Joints?
I mean, maybe they do. I don't know.
Smoke
I think they usually smoke a bowl.
Smoke
Yeah.
a bowl, yo. Smoke a bowl, yo. Right?
You got to do that.
Yeah, you got to do that. I've never done that. I don't know what that feels like. I feel like I have had a pen, one of those, what are those called? Vape pens?
Yeah.
And it was like a single-use pen that was a CBD THC mix.
But I don't think it was very strong in THC.
Yeah, I don't think it was strong at all, but it didn't feel any different with that either. So I can't speak from experience when it comes to how THC affects my body specifically. Some people swear by it. I had a college roommate who smoked.
College and roommate.
I had a roommate in college. I had a college roommate. I'm about high right now. Am I?
Yeah.
I had a roommate in college that smoked like a chimney, and he would smoke. He would go work out with me, and then we would go home. We were living in his house that semester. We'd cook a massive meal. This was back in my car backloading days. So I would have like this massive, like full course serving of brownies covered in peanut butter and syrup, and I would be in a food coma, and then he would smoke a bowl, and then he would be in a marijuana coma, and then he would just crash out. And I mean, I don't know. I know people that are functional highs. I know people that are not. I don't really know what its effect would be on muscle building. I've heard of many people using it post training as a recovery and muscle relaxation aspect, but I don't know the science is on this. But you're not supposed to, like when you train, that is a stimulus on the body. You're having a acute form of inflammation on the muscle tissue. The last thing you want to do is jump immediately into a cold plunge or pop back a bunch of Benadryls or any form of anti-inflammatory, because then you're kind of missing out on that hormetic effect, the hormetic response that your body's going to give by being subjected to that acute form of inflammation. I don't know if smoking a bunch of THC or marijuana after working out is going to have that same effect or not. May not, I don't know. But I know a lot of people use it as a relaxation agent after training. In natural bodybuilding and all the federations that I compete in, they do not ban THC, CBD, marijuana products. So that would not be a limiting factor, but I honestly haven't really played around to know how it would affect me. So I can't really speak from experience on that. I know marijuana has a phytoestrogen component, so there is some argument to be had that smoking regularly could have a negative effect on your overall testosterone production and hormonal balance. But again, I don't know the extent to that. Probably depends on the individual. Also, many people experience some forms of paranoia with smoking. I think it kind of depends on the strain. I know there's like a sativa.
I don't know any of them.
Sativa and indica. I think there's two different strains, two primary strains. One is a head high and one is a body high. So one makes you want to just veg on the couch and eat a bunch of food and watch Netflix, and one makes you want to get up and do things. So I've been told. So there is that. I certainly would not want something that makes me feel drowsy or paranoid. So not really my cup of tea.
For a guy who didn't have a lot to say, you have a lot to say.
Well, I didn't want to sound completely ignorant. But I mean, I've worked with people that are big time smokers, and I mean, I've worked with people that are super functional smokers. So I don't have a negative view towards marijuana at all. Like if people can smoke and be functional, the more power to them. Same thing with people that can drink. People that can drink alcohol and be functional and it not negatively impact their day to day, more power to them. You know, to each their own, do as you so choose. But not really my cup of tea.
Okay, I have things to say. Okay, so I think, in my personal opinion, I think there could be a huge benefit to using it in the medical sense or for pain relief. I have someone in my close circle of people that has used it for pain relief. They were like chronically on what is that called?
Pain relievers?
Yeah, pain relievers, but like very high dose pain relievers, and nothing stood a chance against the pain like the pain relievers, other than like a THC CBD mixed gummy. And this person had already tried CBD on its own, and it just wasn't enough, even in higher doses. So there was a THC CBD mixture, and it wasn't like this person was getting high all the time. It just literally took the pain away. And since I've heard that, I've actually like recommended like 2 other people that I know that are chronically hurting or in pain. And like, I'm talking about like actual severe pain chronically. Like you can't get rid of it. You can't, you've done everything in your lifestyle to better yourself by exercising and eating right, things like that. I think it can be a really amazing thing. I also think it can be really amazing for cancer patients. I know a lot of cancer patients that they lose their appetite, or it helps with the nausea. So it helps them not to be as nauseous, and it also helps them to be able to eat a little bit more. So I do think that there are some benefits to it, but I don't personally want it in my day-to-day activities. I don't care if other people do, but I don't want it in my day-to-day. But I do think that there is a place for it, medically or for pain relief. And like there isn't really studies on long-term use. Like there are studies, but they're like kind of like every other study. It's like one thing says one thing, one study says one thing, the next study says the next thing, or like opposing opinion. So it's really hard to.
I do believe there have been a bunch of studies that show that if you start smoking at a pretty young age before your brain is fully developed, your likelihood for experiencing more paranoia is exponentially increased. So
It's interesting.
probably makes sense to caution younger individuals
Yeah.
from smoking.
Well, that's the same thing with drinking alcohol and things like that. Like technically, if you're going to indulge in those things, you should wait till after the age of like 25 or 26. Unfortunately, the law is 21, so people start drinking before 21. So yeah.
All right, let's dive into some of these questions. Hi, finally making it to another live. What's up, Radical Geek? Is lit right because I thought it meant awesome and have said things like board game day is going to be so lit. I think it's interchangeable.
Yeah, I think it is.
A lot of things. Hi guys, what's up? Indica equals in the couch. Indica, in the couch. Makes sense. So I guess sativa is the head high. Indica is sit on the couch and watch Netflix. You don't have to smoke it. You can take edibles.
Yes, and the person that I was talking about earlier did do the edibles. They did like the gummies and found that that was really helpful.
The problem is in the munchies. Yeah, if you're trying to lose weight and track your macros and you get the munchies real bad and it becomes out of control for you, that's probably not going to be.
Can I get some over here, please?
You can, baby.
All right. Greg says, yo.
What's up, Greg?
My favorite savages. Hello, hello. When are you coming out to Cleveland?
We need to come see you, man. We need to get a workout in together. That's what we need to do.
Sorry to hear that. I think it was about Rigel. I am 133 pounds. I am doing 1,860 calories, but still hungry. Can I do 2,000?
Depends what your goal is. Depends on a lot of things. Yeah, it depends on a lot of things.
My personal goal for all my female clients is to get them over 2,000 calories. So don't be afraid of the amount of calories you're eating. If you're happy with where you are, if you're building muscle, if you're working out, if you're using a lot of your energy, then for sure increase your calories.
What's up? Hi there. Roger says my doctor has me using the vape for sleep and pain.
Yeah.
I'm assuming is it a THC CBD mix vape or is it one or the other?
What is camphor?
I don't know.
I can't imagine those extra calories are gonna hurt. Try for a few weeks. That's what.
Yeah, because it was only like what 200 calories, 150 calories difference.
150. Yeah.
My oncologist had recommended it to me, but my job says no. So while I am curious if it would have helped, I need my job more.
That is super unfortunate. Actually, the person I was talking about earlier, theirs is the same way. They had to stop taking it because of their job, which is just, to me, I think is super unfortunate, because that's a legitimate reason. And I understand it for people who like to use it recreationally. They don't want them coming to work.
I think it's actually coming through this.
Oh, really? Oh. I think they don't, they don't want people who are recreationally using it. You're blocking everything on here, or just me?
Just you. My apologies, y'all. How about now?
Yeah, if people are using it recreationally, you don't want them coming to work high. But it's unfortunate because the people who are using it as a pain reliever or for cancer or for whatever, they are not able to use it and still go to the workplace, even though they're not high, if that makes sense.
I eat very healthy, organic. I even have your keto brick at night. But at night after smoke, I sometimes binge, kicks me off keto.
Yep, yeah, that's a big issue.
Anything that is going to make you uncontrollably consume with anything, that's probably not sustainable or optimal. Does this have
to be out? Can we change the speaker?
Yeah, hold on.
When will Kelly's podcast conference out?
When will what?
When will Kelly's podcast conference out? Come out, I'm guessing, is what I mean.
Which Kelly? Podcast conference? What
It
conference?
says, I don't know.
Which Kelly are we talking about here?
Hey.
Hey.
I would think during prep smoking weed would be bad because you'd get the munchies. Yeah, for sure.
Maybe in the building phase though. Did keep COD for a while and didn't help me, so doctor switched me to THC, or so that's CBD, for a while. Low dose so I don't get high.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that is like the key to a lot of people who are experiencing what you're experiencing as well.
Yeah.
I think some people are talking in here, so I'm going to try to skip through. Some say it helps on prep because of sleep. I could also see that as well. I really think it depends on the strain that you're using, whether it helps you sleep, knock the munchies, all the things.
Thank you, better. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that initially it was going through the mic and not the computer. It should be going through the computer now. So maybe the quality is good, but the volume should be good. Going
on YouTube. I am hungry, eating 1,860 calories. Can I? Oh.
Yeah, try that. Give that a shot. Is there going to be a 20,000 calorie weed brick?
That would be interesting.
That would help with the munchies for sure.
Can I eat 2,000 calories and still? I don't. This is the same person.
It really just depends. I mean,
yeah.
We would need a lot more clarity.
I mean, yeah, sure. Like right now, I've been eating about 2,800 calories. If I ate 2,000 calories, I would for sure lose weight. So it really depends on the individual. There's someone who's been very stagnant or maybe isn't breastfeeding or whatever that's been eating 1,600 calories. And if they increase to 2,000, maybe they wouldn't. So it's really, really hard to say per individual if you're going to lose or gain based off of so many things that's going on in your life.
I just saw that was Isaac that said that. What's up, Isaac? How's it going, brother?
Forever since I've seen you, or since I've heard from you, even.
It's been a long time. Actually, I was thinking about you the other day, man. I went to the shoe store, and there were some Doc Marten boots, and they looked super comfortable. And I remember you were rocking the Doc Martens when we went sailing that one day, or to the sailing yacht club.
The things that stick in Robert's brain.
The things that stick in my brain. Also, for people that don't know what a caveman steak is, I think we call it cowboy steak, caveman steak, something like that. We just went camping, Isaac and I, and we had a bed of coals in the campfire, and he had a steak, ribeye steak, and he just threw the ribeye steak right on top of the coals. No tinfoil, no nothing, just blam, right on top of the coals.
Blam.
And then we flipped it, and then we ate that sucker. It's pretty good. Says, hey guys, miss y'all. Miss you too, brother.
Yeah, that doesn't look super comfortable.
All right, Raiji Badaiji. We need more questions, y'all. Throw some more questions our way.
Or comments. We are going to the PhD conference this weekend. It is the Proper Human Diet conference. It is Ken and Nisha Berry's conference. Very excited about it. I know that it's sold out in person, but it is available online. So that'll be really cool.
You know what PhD stands for?
Proper Human Diet.
Maybe previously heavy dude.
No.
Proper Human Diet. Proper Human Diet. All right, y'all. We got any more questions? Throw them at us. We're 18 minutes and 35 seconds in, but we still have a little bit more time if y'all want to throw something at us. Otherwise, we're going to rush off to another meeting. We still have a live at 5 to talk about menopause. We could talk about that right now. We could just go into menopause. Okay.
Oh.
That's not it.
You're okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
We may have to go right now, y'all. Let me turn this off, babe. I'm gonna turn this off. He just bumped his noggin. Love y'all. See you very soon. Righteous gonna be okay. He just totally headbutted the bench or the table here. So we will see y'all next time. That's it. This is a real good question here. Advice on how to improve squat length. Squat length. What do you mean squat length? Like squat depth, you mean? We can talk about squat depth. I'm a little confused by what you mean by squat length. Yeah, that sounded ouchy. Yeah, it's not good. All right. I got to run. Got to go check on Rigel. Catch y'all later. Take care. Much love. Adios.